Style Fight Club. It's a crash course in mixed martial arts. What we're going to be going over today is power punching. If you're going to throw a punch, you should throw it as hard as you can, basically, and that's what we're going to go over. But before we get to the punching, the first thing is you need a stance if you're going to fight. You need to pick a stance. Basically, the stance is you're going to put one foot in front of the other. I don't care which one it is. Most right-handed people are going to fight this way. Most left-handed people are going to fight this way. I don't really care. Just pick whatever's comfortable for you. And the reason you do this is it puts you in a brace position. If Joe's here and he's in a brace position and I'm not, and I'm standing straight up, I go to push him. I can't project my power into him. So he's braced and I'm not. I'm just going to end up pushing myself back. Now, if I get into a brace position, now I can push. You know, he can push too, but before I didn't have any leverage to move him. So you need to pick a stance for the purposes. Power punch we're going to talk about is your jab, your lead jab. Now this punch is going to be delivered, the hand motion is wherever Joe's lead hand is. It's going to start there, and it's going to go straight out to the target, and it's going to come straight back to where his hand was before, just like that. That's the hand motion. What you don't want to do is drop your hand before the jab comes out, dropping the hand and then throwing the punch. Because I'll see it coming if he drops his hand before the punch. The other thing you don't want to do is throw the punch and then drag your hand as you drop back. So you want to go straight out, straight back. Now that's the hand movement. The key to getting power in this is stepping into the jab. If Joe, he's just going to use his arm here and hit the weight as hard as he can. That's just his arm. It's not going to feel good. It's not going to knock anybody out. It's not going to move anybody. Now Joe, he's going to step into this when he throws this punch, and all it is he's going to move his arm like he was before, but he's going to step. And when his fist lands, his fist is going to land before his foot hits, so that he's leaning his whole body into this punch. So just nice and slow with the step. Just like that. You'll see when his fist makes contact, right there, his foot's off the ground. That means his whole body is leaning into that punch. So speed it up, and he's just going to throw some regular jabs. Hand goes straight out, straight back. You're stepping in with this. Just to give you a better feel. The power here. Lean back on my shoulder. And just do it with your arm. See, it moved me a little bit. Doesn't feel good. Now step into it. That doesn't feel good at all. Again. That's going to move me. That's a good jab. Your jab, if someone's moving towards you, your jab should stop them in their tracks. If someone is not moving, your jab should start them moving. That's a good jab. Now your next punch is going to be your rear cross. For Joe, it's going to be his right hand. And the hand motion is similar to the jab in that the punch starts right where his hand is, goes straight out, and comes back. He doesn't want to drop his hand before the punch, so if someone sees it coming, doesn't want to give it away by dropping his hand before the punch, and he doesn't want to throw the punch and drag it back like that. Straight out, straight back. So the hand motion is straight out, straight back. The key to getting power is is he's turning his body. See, you can see the front of Joe's shirt right now. The full extension of the punch, you can see the back of his shirt. So he's turning his whole body, he's rotating on his rear heel and pushing off that rear leg. I'll speed it up a little bit. You can see the pop, you see his whole body turn and push into this punch. It's not just punching with his arm, his whole body. That's your cross. Okay, those are your straight punches. The next punches we're going to do are your hook punches, and we're going to start off with the lead hook. It's a little tricky, but because it's different than the other punches. The other punches, you're starting with your weight on your rear foot and stepping in. And with the lead hook, your weight is going to start on the front foot, and you're going to be stepping out or back or whatever. But your weight has to start on your front foot. So when we do this, you step on this side. See how we better. And he's going to get his weight onto his front foot here to load up this punch, and then he's going to come straight across with his arm bent. He's going to make sure to pivot this heel, and he's going to take a little step that way when he does this. So step, then get the weight in your front foot, pivot and step. Just a couple more times. Alright, that's a good punch. One more. Okay, we'll go the other side. When he does this, he gets his steps up onto his front foot, gets his weight here, pivots the front of his body, bring the arm across, and takes a little step to transfer the weight from one foot to the other, or really from one foot into the opponent. And then you see this from the other angle. Just going to throw a couple more. Just step forward. A come across, taking a little step with the rear foot. Should pivot this front foot. There you go. Good. It's a good lead hook. The next punch is a rear hook. The rear hook, the body mechanics are pretty similar to the cross. He's going to be turning his whole body, pushing off with his rear foot, and pivoting on his rear foot. Except instead of the rear arm coming and going straight, he's going to bend his arm and it's going to go straight across. So nice and easy. Bending, turning, rotating on his heel, turning his hip. In the beginning you can see the front of his shirt, then you see the back of his shirt. That shows he's turning his whole body into his punch. Speed it up. Well, in a street fight, this is the punch you're probably going to see most of. One more. Good. That's a good rear hook. And those are the basic body mechanics of punching. Power punching is really based upon body mechanics. It's not necessarily how big you are, how strong you are, it's how well and how efficiently you can use your weight. Because power isn't just strength. Power is mass times speed. So coordinating those two things together, that's what equals power. And body mechanics will give you the leverage to apply that power to your opponent. And it's very, very important, very fundamental, something that we do every time. Before I go, I want you guys to know that the stuff we covered today in this video is just the barest of bare essentials of one aspect of the martial arts. There's a lot more to it, but this is a good place to start. For more information, you can go to www.freestylefightclub.com. We've got great articles, fight videos, and you can see me applying these techniques in real time against resisting opponents. In the future, we're going to have a very extensive fight series, instructional videos, with more info than you could really ever want to know. So until then, check out the website, check back often because I do update it a lot, and until next time, train hard and have fun. Thanks a lot.